Good evening. I'm your host, Alistair Howell, with tonight's reading from the Necronomicon. Something a little different tonight for the holiday season. Something from the Necronomicon. The Night Before Christmas by H.P. Lovecraft. That's translated from the relics by an undisclosed recipient. 'Twas the eve before solstice, and from inside these walls, those who had listened heard unspeakable calls. The doors had been bolted and ritualed away, in hopes that what could not be fended might be in some way delayed. Clearly the circumstance of my asylum prison may cause one to question the sacrifice provision. But gathering my tools and my special apron, I prepared for the game where Sir Thulin be making. When from outside my skull there declared such a battle, I sprung as in full to find which bones did rattle. Down from my chambers I flew in some seconds, towards groans and the moans and the simple dark beckons. No moon, no light, no shadows on the snow, strange footprints, cloven hooves, secret damned to madness go. Out through the door with a torch I did venture. I digress a bit at this juncture of the lecture, for what to my wondering eyes should appear, but I cannot say. I dare not describe it. Gouge my burning eyes and nails to give the old one pause, but I was in no way featured to identify this Santa Claus. What rough beasts in league, with him antler, nose, and hoof? Dear God of Izeal, spare my back the lash, for the sounds to move, for he cursed, and he stammered, and he called them by name. Now Pikmin, now Dunwich, Yog Soggoth, ex Oblivion, Gold Dragon, Romero, Kultaka, and Rudolph. We fall from this world, and we crash to the sky. Now dash away, dash away, dash away, die! As spit and embers off a pure pyre the creatures blended and flew as fire, so to the rooftop, the only non-barred entry, rising aloof from us, the red-faced creature and his minions simply unhooved us. And then, in a mood and a moan that I heard above my greed, skeetering and sleeching from that which must feed, as I braced for the end and raced straight back into the presence of the otherness and holiday sin. His image I will not recall, having once more been blinded, but he unfurled his bag as if he never even minded. A reflection, a dark claw, or mitten off of curdled milk, cursed cookies provided for he of such ilk. He laid traps beneath the tree, in boxes in paper, candies for girthiness, and cocktails for mirthiness, and that's not all he did consign to me, O neighbors, a concoction of frises and holiday favors. He spoke not a word, but progressed all around with stomach rumbles and wheezes and leathery sounds, and closing eyes above, that which could have been a nose, and taking all night up the chimney he rose. All was gone at the dawn save the very last light, and without conscious recourse, we did what we knew must be right. But some languages, you know, there is no literacy test, no way to unspeak, unsay, or ungest. Thus, I render now, under this awful duress, my fall from grace certain. Alas and amiss, let all the sane enjoy this at each Christmas. I must confess some courage, though that my end be near. Yes, of course, happy Christmas, but fear